The luxury sedan war just took a massive turn, and it comes down to the only engine that actually matters. Mercedes just completely abandoned its legendary 6- and 8-cylinder engines across the entire C-Class lineup. So they are now selling you exclusively 4-cylinder cars, even when you spend massive money. And somehow, they think that's a great idea. BMW is playing a very different game to keep the soul of their cars alive.
Today, we break down every single difference between the 2026 BMW 3 Series and the 2026 Mercedes C-Class. Price, performance, interior, tech, practicality, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly which one to buy, or whether you should skip both of them entirely. Let's start with the price, because that's the first thing that either gets you excited or sends you straight to a Toyota dealership.
The 2026 BMW 3 Series starts at $48,675 for the base 330i. The 2026 Mercedes C-Class starts at $50,900 for the C300. So right away, the BMW is about $2,200 cheaper to get into. Now, that gap sounds small, but here's where it gets interesting. The BMW comes with a 14.9-inch infotainment screen, heated front seats, wireless charging, and a moonroof, all built into the base price.
The Mercedes at $50,900 gives you a 12-inch instrument cluster and an 11.9-inch screen. But some features that you would expect at this price point, things like a head-up display, navigation, and enhanced ambient lighting, are locked behind optional packages. You have to pay extra. So even though the C-Class costs more to start, you end up spending more on top of that just to get what the BMW already gives you. That's not a minor detail. That's $1,000 to $3,000 disappearing from your wallet before you even add anything fun.
Now, if you want to go further up the range, BMW offers the M340i at $62,875. And the Mercedes has the AMG C43 at $65,400. We will talk about those more in the performance section, but just know the BMW is cheaper at every level. At the very top, the Mercedes AMG C63S costs $89,250 and has a hybrid powertrain. The BMW does not have a direct competitor at that level, since the M3 is a separate model. But the M3 starts at around $77,000. So even there, the BMW keeps a price advantage.
Let's talk about the engines, because this is where the story gets dramatic.
Both the 330i and the C300 use a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Both make 255 horsepower. Both make 295 pound-feet of torque. On paper, they are twins. But in real life, they feel different in a way that numbers cannot fully explain. The BMW pairs that engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the result is a car that gets from 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. The Mercedes uses a 9-speed automatic and does the same run in 5.9 seconds. That is 0.3 of a second slower, which does not sound like much, but you actually feel it when you pull onto a highway or pass someone on a 2-lane road.
The BMW is quicker, and it feels quicker in your daily life because it responds faster when you press the pedal. Why is that? Because BMW tuned their 8-speed gearbox to downshift more aggressively and hold revs longer, while Mercedes tuned their 9-speed to be smoother and softer. Neither is wrong, they just serve different kinds of drivers. There is also a weight difference that you need to know about. The BMW 330i weighs 3,644 pounds. The Mercedes C300 weighs 3,825 pounds. That is 181 pounds heavier for the Mercedes. Why does that matter? Because every extra pound makes the car slower, less efficient, and less sharp when you corner. Mercedes added more sound insulation, more cabin materials, and heavier components to make the car feel quieter and more premium inside. That works if you want a luxury cruiser. But if you want a car that actually responds to your inputs and feels alive, that extra weight hurts you.
On fuel economy, BMW wins again. The 330i gets 31 miles per gallon combined. The C300 gets 29 combined.
Over a full year of driving, that difference adds up to real money at the gas station. Neither car is bad on fuel. Both are actually quite good for cars in this class, but the BMW is better.
Now the M340i is where BMW really pulls away from anything Mercedes has to offer at a similar price. The M340i gets a 3.0-liter inline-six turbocharged engine with 386 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. It hits 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds in rear-wheel drive form and 4.1 seconds in the all-wheel drive M340i xDrive. For comparison, the AMG C43 from Mercedes makes 416 horsepower, but costs $65,400, which is $2,500 more than the M340i xDrive. And here is the critical part. The AMG C43 uses a 4-cylinder engine with an electric turbocharger to hit 416 horsepower, not an inline-six, a 4-cylinder. Why does that matter? Because inline-six engines have a natural smoothness and a sound that 4-cylinders simply cannot replicate, no matter what engineering you throw at them. BMW made a deliberate choice to keep a 6-cylinder engine in the M340i because they know their buyers care about the driving experience, the sound, and the feel of the engine. Mercedes made a different choice with the C43, prioritizing raw power output and marketing numbers over the character of the engine. You can feel that difference the moment you press the accelerator in both cars.
Now, let's get into the driving experience, which is where these two cars split apart most clearly.
The BMW 3 Series has a reputation that goes back to the 1970s. It was built to be the driver's car. The car that a person with a driver's license actually wants to drive, not just sit in. The 2026 model continues that tradition. The steering in the 330i is direct and responsive. The suspension is firm without being punishing. When you go into a corner, the BMW rotates cleanly and puts you exactly where you intended to go. The rear-wheel drive setup, which is standard on both the 330i and the base M340i, means the car has a natural balance that front-wheel drive and even some all-wheel drive setups struggle to match.
The Mercedes C-Class is a fundamentally different experience. It is tuned for comfort and refinement first, performance second. The suspension absorbs bumps more softly, the steering is lighter, and the car leans slightly more in corners. That is not an accident. That is a design decision by Mercedes. They want the C-Class to feel like a smaller version of the S-Class, which is their massive flagship luxury sedan. The goal is to give you a premium, quiet, isolated experience where the car handles everything and you just sit back and enjoy the ride. If you drive long distances on smooth highways, the Mercedes is genuinely more relaxing. But if you have a road with any kind of twists, or if you simply enjoy the feeling of actually driving, the BMW is in a completely different league.
Let's go inside these cars, because the interiors tell you a lot about what each company is selling you.
The BMW has a curved display that sweeps across the dashboard, a 12.3-inch digital driver's cluster combined with a 14.9-inch infotainment screen, all in one piece. It angles slightly toward the driver, which is an important detail. BMW designed that screen so your eyes move naturally without forcing you to look straight down. The iDrive 8.5 system runs the software, and for 2026, they added a feature called Quick Select that lets you jump directly to common functions like navigation or media without scrolling through menus. That sounds simple, but when you are driving and need to change something quickly, it matters a lot. The interior itself is driver-focused. Everything in that cockpit is built for the person behind the wheel. The controls are close, the seating position is low and sporty, and the materials feel solid. It isn't the flashiest interior in the segment, but it is well put together.
The Mercedes interior is, by many accounts, more visually dramatic. You get a 12.3-inch driver display and an 11.9-inch central touchscreen in a portrait format, meaning tall, not wide, like a phone stood up on the dash. The screen looks striking. The ambient lighting has 64 different colors and creates an atmosphere that feels expensive. The materials are genuinely premium.
soft leather, metal accents, and a level of interior refinement that feels closer to a $70,000 car than a $50,000 one. This is where Mercedes earns its reputation. If a passenger gets into your car without knowing what it costs, they will feel like it costs more than a BMW 3 Series. That feeling of luxury is real.
But there is a legitimate criticism of the Mercedes interior that buyers need to hear. Because Mercedes moved so aggressively to touchscreen-based controls, many common functions that BMW handles with physical buttons, like the climate controls or the heated seat toggle, require you to tap through menus on the Mercedes screen. Some owners report that using MBUX while driving requires more concentration than it should. The BMW iDrive still has a rotary controller on the center console as a backup, which older drivers and people who simply do not want to touch a screen while moving will appreciate.
On reliability, Consumer Reports expects the 2026 C-Class to have about average reliability. KBB owner reviews for the current C-Class generation sit at 3 out of 5 stars, and some owners of the 2022 and 2023 models have reported infotainment software glitches and screen blackouts. The early versions of the current C-Class generation had some software bugs in the MBUX system that took multiple updates to fix. The BMW 3 Series has a stronger overall reliability reputation in the current generation and scores higher in owner satisfaction in this segment. Neither car is going to fall apart on you, but if long-term reliability is your #1 concern, the BMW has the edge.
Now let's talk about practicality, the stuff that matters on a Tuesday, not just on a weekend drive.
The BMW 3 Series has a trunk of 16.9 cubic feet. The Mercedes C-Class has a trunk of 11.6 cubic feet. Read that again. The BMW has 5.3 more cubic feet of trunk space than the Mercedes. That is a massive difference. To put it in real terms, that is the difference between fitting 2 large suitcases and 1 large suitcase. If you travel frequently, have kids, or simply need to put groceries in the back, the BMW is significantly more practical. Mercedes decided to give the C-Class a more dramatic sloping roofline and a longer, flatter trunk shape to make the car look sleeker. It works visually. The C-Class does look more elegant from the outside, but you pay for that look every time you try to load something that does not fit. For rear seat passengers, the BMW 3 Series gives adults decent but not generous room. This has been a known limitation of the 3 Series for years. The rear seat is fine for a 30-minute drive, but on a 3-hour road trip, a 6-foot passenger is gonna feel it. The Mercedes C-Class rear seat gives you 36 inches of legroom, and the seat cushions are shaped better for longer periods. However, the wide center transmission tunnel eats into foot space for the middle passenger. Neither car is designed for 3 adults in the back row, but the Mercedes rear seats are slightly more comfortable for 2 adults on longer trips. If you have a family, here is the honest summary on practicality. The BMW wins on trunk space by a lot. The Mercedes wins slightly on rear seat comfort. Both cars are fundamentally 2-row sedans where the back seat is secondary.
Let's talk about the exterior design, because this is a luxury car, and how it looks matters.
The BMW 3 Series has a clean, athletic look. It has sharp lines, muscular wheel arches, and a front end that is assertive without being over the top. BMW's kidney grills on the 3 Series are a reasonable size, unlike the massive grills on the 7 Series or the X7 that seem to divide opinion. The 3 Series looks like what a sports sedan should look like. It is timeless in a way that tends to hold its value visually. The M Sport package, which most buyers add, sharpens the look further with a more aggressive front bumper, sportier side skirts, and larger wheels.
The Mercedes C-Class is designed to look like a shrunken S-Class. The front has slim LED headlights, a prominent grille with the Mercedes star in the center, and smooth, flowing body lines that feel elegant and mature. It looks expensive in a way that the BMW does not quite match. If you park both cars in a parking lot, more people will stare at the Mercedes. That is just the reality. But the BMW has a purposeful look that will age better because it is not chasing a trend. It is just well proportioned.
Let me be direct with you about who each car is actually for.
Buy the 2026 BMW 3 Series if you want a car that feels connected, responds to your inputs, and gives you an actual driving experience. Buy it if you prioritize fuel economy, trunk space, and a lower starting price. Buy the M340i if you want a 6-cylinder engine that sounds incredible and hits 60 in 4.4 seconds for under $63,000. The 3 Series is the right answer if the driving matters to you. Buy the 2026 Mercedes C-Class if you want an interior that feels more like a luxury item than a driver's tool. Buy it if you spend most of your time on smooth roads and highways, and you want a car that is quiet, refined, and makes your passengers feel like they are in something special. Buy it if you love the way it looks, and you're willing to deal with less trunk space and a slightly more complex touchscreen setup. If you drive 80% highway, you want comfort, and you love the brand, get the Mercedes. If you enjoy driving, want more practicality, and want the better performance value at every price point, get the BMW. The honest answer is that both cars are very good. This is not a situation where one is bad and one is great. They are both excellent compact luxury sedans that simply have different personalities. The BMW is sharper, more practical, and more rewarding to drive. The Mercedes is more luxurious, more visually dramatic, and more comfortable as a pure transport machine. The rivalry between these two is one of the most interesting in the car world because neither one is wrong. They just serve different people. Subscribe and watch the next video.